Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. Today's video is brought to you by Different Strokes. Different Strokes will be held this Saturday, November 19, 2022, at the Waves Beach in Negril, in the parish of Westmoreland. Different Strokes. It was first held in the year 2009. Today, as promised, we are giving away 2 tickets to Different Strokes. The first 2 persons to give the correct answer will win a ticket each. Please drop your answer in the comment section below. The question is, at which venue was Different Strokes first held? The question is, at which venue was Different Strokes first held? Drop your answers in the comment section below. And remember that you can still get your prepaid tickets for Different Strokes in Savannah Lamar at Carla's Nail Salon, Candid Expression, D&L Phone Shop, and Gwango's Jerk Center. In Lucy at UG's Cellular. In Negril at World of Sports. And in Montego Bay at the Photoshop. You can also purchase your tickets online at www.differentstrokesjamaica.com. Get your tickets early because they're going to be more expensive at the gate. And this event is fully endorsed by Popeye News Links. Big people something. Good music, good vibes, violence-free entertainment. Check it out. So in today's journey, we are still on the highway. Today we have a whole heap of things to cover. So we are going to drive and talk. We already told you about the formation of the parishes of the county of Cornwall and Surrey. So today, I'm going to be telling you about the parishes in the county of Middlesex. St. Catherine was formed in 1867. It was named after Charles II's queen, Catherine. And remember I told you that back then, it was spelled with a K. Charles II was king when the parish was formed. St. Mary may have been named after the Spanish port Santa Maria, although Madiford's daughter was called Mary. When St. Mary was first formed, it was next to the parish of St. George, which was named after George Nedam, Mary's husband. Clarendon was named after Cromwell, the Lord Chancellor, and St. Anne was named after Anne Hyde, wife of James II. In 1814, Manchester was formed from the parishes of Clarendon, Vere, and St. Elizabeth. It was named after the Duke of Manchester, who was the governor of Jamaica when it was formed. I hope you have learned something today. Now, in the news today, yesterday, I told you about an accident that claimed the life of 2 people, and I promise to update the story. Here goes. That man on your screen, his name is O'Shane Ross. He's almost 30 years old and he's a tour bus driver. He's living at Cave Valley in the parish of St. Anne. He's employed to a company named Real Mystic Transportation. They are based in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. This company, they are contracted to transport workers to and from the Excellence Oyster Bay Hotel in Cooper's Pen in the parish of Trelawney. And O'Shane, he was the driver who transport workers to and from St. Anne. He drives a Toyota Coaster bus. So, early yesterday morning, Saturday, November 12th, 2022, about some minutes to 4 o'clock, O'Shane, he left St. Anne with 12 workers, transporting them to work. On the bus were that man on your screen. His name is Mikel Thompson. He's 32 years old and he was a housekeeping coordinator at the hotel. He's living at Breadnut Hill in Ocharias in the parish of St. Anne. Mikel is also a member of the Generation 2000 in the JLP, and he's also said to be a coordinator for the JLP itself. Also on the bus was that man on your screen. That's the best photo I could get of him. His name is Reace Anderson and he's 28 years old. He was a public area attendant at the hotel. He was living at a place named Lilyfield in Bamboo in the parish of St. Ann. So O'Shane, he was transporting the staff to work. He was now on the Bracco main road in the parish of Trelawney. He was going down a hill. A Peterbilt motor truck was parked on the left soft shoulder of the road. The truck, it was facing Falmouth direction. Now, I know that some persons, they're gonna cuss the truck driver and they're gonna say, maybe there was no reflector or any light on the truck. And that's why the coaster collided into the back of the truck. But remember me tell you, don't cuss the truck drivers yet. Because I'm gonna show you something. Look at your screen. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The bus driver, he has 2 lanes to drive and yet still. Boy, may I tell you. And do you realize where the truck was parked? Okay, let me show you the front. You see that? Do you notice that the truck is completely off the drivable section of the road and is parked where it is allowed to park? Alright, let's take a closer look. You see that? Now, I don't love to assume, but based on the evidence that I am looking at and you are looking at also, it is easy to assume that 1, the bus driver, he was speeding, and 2, either he lost control or he might have fallen asleep. Are you following me? In the end, Mikel Thompson and Reace Anderson, they died on the spot. The 11 other persons who were in the bus, to include the bus driver, O'Shane Ross, they were injured and rushed to hospital where they were treated and admitted. Sad indeed. Condolences to the family and friends of Reace and Mikel. And let's hope that the others, they pull through. In this next story, listen to this now. Listen to this now. The guy on your screen, his name is Onandi Rowe, but he's also known as Nandi. On December 17th, 2022, Nandi, he would be celebrating his 26th birthday. Nandi is from the parish of St. Thomas and he's a former student at the St. Thomas Technical High School. In latter years, Nandi, he was living at Duanville in the parish of Trelawney and he was employed as a bartender at a popular hotel in the parish of St. James. So this is what we are learning, and these are the allegations. On the afternoon of Thursday, November 10th, 2022, Nandi was working in the bar at the hotel when a young lady went to the bar for a drink. She's an 18-year-old student and she's living in the United States of America. She was a guest at the said hotel. She and her parents and other family members were staying at the hotel. It is alleged that Nandi, the bartender, he told this teenager that he's gonna make a special drink for her. Nandi, it is alleged that he made a drink and he gave it to her. It is further alleged that she drank some of the drink. She walked off from the bar and Nandi, he walked up behind her and told her that he wanted to show her something. It is further alleged that Nandi, he escorted her to the bathroom. Whilst in the bathroom, this female, she began feeling dizzy. Nandi, who it is suspected might have put something in her drink, he then grabbed her by her arms, turned her around and had his way with her. When Nandi was done, he went back to the bar as if nothing had happened. The teenager, she eventually reported what happened to her parents, and the parents, they reported it to management at the hotel. The police were called in, and Nandi, he was apprehended by the police. The teenager, she was taken to the doctor where she was medically examined. We are also learning that a glass containing a small amount of drinks, which is said to be the drink that the teenager drank, was taken in for testing by the police. Nandi, he was subsequently arrested and charged by the police for that sexual offense, RAPE. And Nandi, he will be going to the courts shortly. Now, I did not call the name of the hotel for obvious reasons. I am not here trying the case and finding Nandi guilty of anything. But based on the allegations made, do you think this family are going to keep silent about what allegedly happened? You don't feel like when they go back to America, they are going to call the name of the hotel and talk up the things? Can you imagine for a moment the damage that this is going to cause for this hotel's image and credibility? And I can tell you this is not no small hotel. This is going to cost this hotel dearly. Trust me. And me I talk about both monetary damage and image damage. And if the allegations are true, can you imagine how this teenager and her family are feeling right now? Why may I tell you? In this next incident, we carried a story on this channel, and we told you that on Wednesday, August 10th, 2022, about 2 o'clock, a 26-year-old police constable who is stationed in the parish of St. James, he was at his home at Mango Hall in the Little London area in the parish of Westmoreland. He was doing some work on his family's home. That home, it was set on fire by hoodlums sometime last year. The family, they had started to rebuild and do some renovation on the house. So the police constable, he was at the house assisting his family members doing some construction work when 2 hoodlums rode up on a motorcycle. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the police officer, hitting him in his neck. The hoodlums then made good their escape on the said motorcycle. The police constable, he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. Now, at the time we carried the story, we had reported that the bullet that entered the policeman's neck, it did not exit. It was lodged, and we are told that it is still lodged in the policeman's head. Well, we are learning that there was a breakthrough in this case. Someone was picked up by the police, and that person was subsequently pointed out on an identification parade as one of the perpetrators. He has since been charged by the police for wounded with intent and illegal possession of firearm. His name is Ian Campbell. He is 32 years old and he is said to be a farmer of Spring Gardens in the Little London police area in the parish of Westmoreland. So Ian, he'll be going to the courts shortly to face a judge. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? Yeah man, I know, you know. I know, so the stories are interesting. And without me reminding some of you, you're gonna forget. And you have been begging me to remind you. Like I said all the time, I have no problem at all reminding you. Because guess what happened now? Guess what happened? It's not about us begging likes, you know. It's about us growing our channel. Every YouTuber, their ambition is to grow their channel. Growing their channel meaning getting more subscribers, getting more people to watch the contents. I am not afraid to tell you that I want this channel to grow as far as it possibly can. And you are the ones who have been helping me so far to grow this channel. We are now over 140,000 subscribers. Thank you again. Enough respect. This channel is built on credibility. This channel is built on giving you news that you can trust. And we are not going to stop doing that. So keep on telling a friend to tell a friend that over here, so you get credible news. You get news that you can trust. In the final story for today, listen to what Senior Superintendent of Police, Vernon Ellis, the commander for the parish of St. James, has to say. And when he's done, we are going to reason. Listen to this.
I am standing here on the Fairfield Main Road, where on Thursday, the 13th day of January 2022, 9-year-old Gabrielle King's life was taken away. His body was found with his throat slashed in a blue Audi SUV. Since that time, the team of investigators, they have employed a range of technological, forensic, and cyber strategies in attempting to make a breakthrough in this case. We've collected statements. We've even brought an expert on a motor vehicle of the exact make and model to the one young Gabriel was killed in on that day. Based on what was reported to us, the crime scene was reenacted. Several case conferences were conducted by the detectives. Earlier on this year, my detectives made an application for a production order pursuant to Section 21 of the Cyber Crimes Act for the mother of the deceased to give permission to have access to her cell phone. That cell phone has been in the custody of the police since January when this murder took place. On the 6th of September 2022, the production order was granted by the parish judge, stating that within 48 hours of the service of the order, that the key and communication cell site and other data surrounding the phone be handed over for the purpose of the criminal investigation into the murder of Gabrielle King. Through her lawyers, she is now challenging the order made on September 6. This key aspect of the investigation is sub judice, and as such, I will refrain from discussing that aspect at this time.
So, my viewers, my subscribers, you have heard what Senior Superintendent Vernon Ellis had to say. Let me ask you something. Do you have any doubt as to who might have paid someone to kill Gabriel? You have any doubt? Well, if you do, I don't. Do you have any doubt that the person who paid to kill Gabriel was getting tired of Gabriel because of his autism? Do you have any doubt? Well, if you do, I don't. Do you have any doubt that the person who paid to kill Gabriel will not assist the police in the investigation and would want to block any effort by the police to unearth the truth? Do you have any doubt? Well, if you do, I don't. Do you have any doubt that the person who paid to kill Gabriel is of the view that money is gonna save his or her soul? Do you have any doubt? Well, if you do, I don't. You know, in March of this year, Mrs. Valerenita Robinson, she was a QC then. She's now a KC, King's Counsel. Got it? She issued a statement on behalf of young Gabriel's mother and stepfather. Let me read a part of the statement. Listen to this. In the midst of their grief, Gabriel's parents have given their full cooperation to the police investigators, including voluntarily provide detailed statements, submitting material for forensic examination, facilitating police interviews with other persons who may have potentially relevant information, and offering assistance in making appeals to the public for information that could advance the investigation. They remain committed to providing any assistance or information required by the investigators and would also be most grateful if anyone with potentially relevant information would also share this information with the police. But me I go say something now. Me I go back to the statement, but I'm gonna say something. Isn't the police saying having access to the phone would be further assistance? So what? You're going to pick and choose how you assist? That's your instructions, Mrs. Valrenita Robinson. Anyhow, the statement goes on to say, their grief and suffering have been made more painful by the selective and incomplete publication of information relative to the crime and to the police investigations, and which have led to speculation and misconceptions in the public domain. However, they remain confident that the forensic evidence will confirm the accuracy of the reports made to the police and are hopeful that the investigations will be expeditiously completed with the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator or perpetrators of these heinous crimes, and that justice for their son Gabriel will be achieved. Why? You know, sometimes you know, sometimes you have to take bad things make laugh. Sometimes, my viewers, my subscribers, if I am to say what is really on my mind, I might be facing lawsuits. And I am just a poor little YouTuber. One thing is for certain. One thing I know is for certain. Someone is having sleepless nights. Do you believe? I do not believe in the supernatural stuffs. But I am hoping, that Gabriel's dopey backs up some people at nights. I am hoping that Gabriel's dopey give some people hell. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Papa Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals